Good morning students, welcome in step 2 smart class. I am Saroja here. Today I will teach you class 6 lesson number 1 natural resource air, water and land. As I already taught few topic in a part 1, now I am teaching remaining part of this lesson in a part 2. Man-made water resources, water scarcity, water cycle, land, uses of land, layer of soil, soil formation, humus, formation of fossil fuel, reason for soil destruction, soil conservation, institution at work. Man-made water resources. As water is needed for the survival of all the living things and it is a main important resource, without it life is not possible. So, man think and they started finding some way. So they dig the well and bore wells, constructed the ponds and dams. Due to some reasons, the severe water scarcity takes place. Why this scarcity takes place? That man started thinking about it. Then they found it that increasing of population, more industries, uncontrolled use of water in a bathing, farming and cleaning, this lead to the water scarcity on the earth. Water cycle. All the water on the earth is regulated through the water cycle. Sun's heat evaporates water from the ocean. These water vapor condense after reaching the sky and fall back on the earth in the form of rain. The rainwater created fresh water source on the earth. Land. Land is made up of soil, stone and big rock. It is uneven, hilly in some area and flat in other area. There are many uses of land. All the terrestrial living things are given shelter by the land. Some animals dig burrow on the land. Man uses land for farming, for constructing shelter and the road. Man use land for plants growing and the animals which are found on the forest land. Land used for finding the mineral, crude oil and the natural gases also. This is an important resource on the land. Layer of soil. The sequence with the layer of soil are present from top to bottom are as follows. Humus, immature soil, layer of soil and the small rock and the bedrock. Student, the layer of soil is a very important question examination point of view. So kindly learn this diagram and its point for the examination purpose also. Soil formation. How the soil is formed. Soil on the land is formed by a natural process. The abiotic component of the soil supplied through the weathering of the rock bed. Due to the heat, cold and the water of the sun, wind and the rain respectively, the bedrock break down into the pieces. Stone, sand and the soil are formed from these pieces. Microbes, worms and the insects are found among them. The rodent like a mice and the rat also found here. The root of trees growing on the land and also help in weathering of the rock. The process of soil formation is slow and continuous. It is about 1,000 years for 2.5 centimeter thick layer of mature soil is formed. As we say that this soil is formed by the main method, that one is weathering. If this question is asked in examination in a 1 mark, how the soil formation takes place, then we can write only weathering. If it will become in a 3 to 4 marks question, then we have to explain all 5 points like weathering of bedrock, second due to the heat, cold and water, third point due to the sun, wind and rain, the bedrock break down into the pieces. On the fourth point, the stone, sand and soil are formed from these pieces and finally you have to write the soil is formed by this process which called the weathering, and 1,000 of years takes for making 2.5 thick layer of mature soil. So that you can write in a 5th point. So in this way, according to the marks of the question, you can write the answer of the formation of soil. Now we come to our next topic, humus. The topmost layer of soil is formed by the decomposition of the remains of plants and animals. In short, we can represent this, how the humus is formed. We can make this flow chart also. How this humus is formed? By the decomposition of the dead plant and animals by the microbes, and it supply the nutrient to the soil. So in this way the humus is formed. Students, here the spelling of plant is wrong written. You can rectify plants, plants. Okay. Now we see the fossil fuel. Formation of fossil fuel. The forest on the land were buried underground due to the uphill caused in the earth's crust in the past. This happened many millions of years ago. From the remains of the living thing, the fossil fuel were created naturally due to the pressure and heat. The petrol, diesel, kerosene, paraffin, tar, and the wax can be obtained from these fossil fuels. In short, you can, by making this diagram or in the flow chart, you can explain the formation of fossil fuel also. Due to the certain calamities, the forest, which consisting of many plants, that plants and animals may be buried, and it may be died due to certain reason and fall down and be buried under the soil. And then after the million of years, that buried plant will be converted into a fossil fuel under the high pressure and the heat. So this process for the formation of fossil fuel. Okay. So under what? High pressure and heat. Reason for the soil destruction. There are several reasons for the destruction of soil. So we have to think about why this destruction takes place. So first reason is human activities such as mining. Under the natural calamities, flood, storm, and due to the overgrazing of the grasses, also soil destruction takes place. As soil is an important resource for the human being, it is very important to conserve our soil for our future use. So, we have to think about how this soil can be preserved. So, first of all, one point is coming under our mind, that to prevent the soil erosion, then by the afforestation, then growing grass and trees so that soil can be conserved and we can maintain our resource. The natural resource in the form of land, air and water are scarce. Therefore, we must use them judiciously and conserve them properly. So, we think about that we have to make a certain institute where we can work and try to think about these natural resources, how we can maintain it and how we can improve it, these resources. So, we will see the topic institutes at work. In 1875, Indian Meteorological Department was established, and this Meteorological Department start observe the weather and make the weather and rain forecast, and it conduct the researches related to the changing in the weather, why these changes in the weather takes place. They done research on it and they studied the development related to the global warming. Here our second part of the lesson, natural resources, air, water and land, is completed. For the exercise question answer link given in the description box, If you have any query regarding this lesson, you can write in comment box. For further notification for video, click on the subscribe button and press the bell icon. Thank you.